Ma'am, you're gonna have to come with us.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
This chick is in the back of a police car and just got arrested for food stamp fraud. Yes.
Yeah, why the police came knock on my door? Literally moments after I made that video about the food stamp people saying I owed them $35,000. They can book me in jail for fraud. I'm currently walking down the streets because as soon as they released me, I'm waiting on my mama to pull up in my car and pick me up. I didn't make it to a damn neighborhood down the street from the jailhouse. I don't know what the fuck I'm at. I'm just keep pushing. Like, what the fuck? Like, I cannot believe this happened, y'all. Do not lie. I swear to God, this shit caught up to me so fast. I literally just was talking about this on TikTok the other day. Now look at me. So not only do I owe them $35,000, I'm literally fighting this case. Like, where I'm going to get the money from? Y'all, I was just hungry. I don't have money to keep buying food. Like, what the oh my God.
Now, when she says that this all caught up to her really fast, she really does mean that. I mean, in less than 30 days, she went from releasing a viral video, not just bragging about committing fraud with food stamps, who, by the way, she expects taxpayers to pay for, food that she doesn't actually need, but she wasn't just bragging. She was teaching other people how to do it.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. You better start lying. That lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, ma'am, what's your job title? I say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, that lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. And bitch, I was like, thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been.
I don't know how slow you really have to be to think you're going to get away with something like this when your video is literally doing some serious numbers. You're here snitching on yourself. Now, for a while, we've seen this. We've seen people come on and brag, and a lot of people thought nothing's going to happen, right? There was the last lady. I know you guys remember her with the 7 kids, and she says she's getting like $7K in food stamps. And I don't think a lot of these people realize that the current administration is really cracking down on a lot of this fraud. I don't know what's dumber, this whole video and being surprised that you got caught, or the fact that you released this literally this month after you knew the current situation of where things have been trending.
Let me tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. You don't gotta tell everybody the truth.
So here are people in the comment section actually trying to warn her, like this woman who says she actually works for the agencies. And she says, we will find out everything. Somebody else who says, I feel like they're asking to confirm, but already got my info pulled up. Somebody else who says, had someone who did this for years and finally the right one worked her case and had her pay it all back. So I'd be scared, LOL. Now she's scared because she got caught red-handed.
That I got on TikTok telling y'all, do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps? Why the did they turn my food stamps off? And I got to pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I got to pay back $35,000. Now I'm aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with shit. But them really turned my goddamn food stamps off and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't know where the hell I'm going to get $35,000 from, but I have to pay them back. So y'all.
Everything's not for the internet, she says. Oh, yeah. And by the way, the long form videos are back based on popular demand.
Drink
Yes.
the coffee, it'll make you
Yes,
feel
yes,
better.
yes. The next person that needs to get looked into is this chick. Now, this has very little to do with, I think, most people actually caring, than it really has to do with the bragging about it. right? The bragging that like I get food stamps, you don't, which is exactly what a lot of these women who brag about this stuff, and they do happen to a lot of times be women, because people kind of accept like, oh, you're a woman, a sister, she's a single mother. If a man's doing that, people look at that as pathetic. I think it's pathetic either in what way. It's not necessarily so much about you shouldn't get any type of assistance if you need it, but humility and understanding that it's the taxpayers that are paying for your assistance should cause people to have more humility.
Okay, you guys, yes. I am a mother of 7 kids. 7 kids. I had my first child at 14 years old. Yes, I had my first child at 14 years old. I do not regret it. He is well, healthy, and he's 19 right now. God, praise God. Yes, you guys, I have 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. 7 different baby daddies, 7 kids. Had my first child at age 14. Yes, and I do receive 3K, 3,000 in EBT food stamps. Yes, 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 yes. We are so happy. We are so blessed. We are very thankful. Yes, we are happy where we're at in life right now. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, it's going to be haters, people going to be jealous and all that. Y'all can keep y'all little comments, but at the end of the day, my kids are taken care of. That all that matters, okay? That's it. That's all that matters. We ain't worried about y'all. Peace.
All right, guys, there you go. Now, of course, I know you guys want to definitely see these comments of how people reacted when they found out that she got caught. Let's see what people had to say. Top comment here says, food stamp fraud is no joke. That's Fed time. They are running checks currently right now. They're requiring states to give information, sensitive information about people who are requesting for assistance. And people right now don't understand how serious the government is taking fraud when it comes to assistance. Anyone could have seen this coming, right? You'd eventually had to check this at some point because it was getting out of control. Somebody else here says, good, I'm tired of my taxes going to people who don't need it. Somebody else here added, I lied to the government and it's y'all's fault. I got caught. So she's literally blaming. She's literally blaming other people. I mean, how are you blaming other people when this was you, right? How are you blaming other people when this was you? What's crazy, you didn't have to make that video. And you may not have gotten caught. I'm not here trying to encourage people to participate in criminal activity. I'm just saying it's usually people's own lack of accountability in the end that actually ends up being their demise. Somebody else who says, this is why you don't put your personal business on the internet. These people are haters. These people are haters and will ruin your life if you let them. This would piss me off. These are the people walking this earth. They want to take from other people who actually need this. I want you to really understand what's going on here. She literally said in the video that she's in a 3-bedroom house, feet kicked up, relaxing, and there are actually people out here who need it. As much as I think it's crazy that the woman with 7 kids and 7K and food stamps gets online and brags to people during a time when she knows that people who are working and don't have food stamps are most likely struggling themselves. At least she probably most likely needs those food stamps to an extent. But I want you guys to remember, they're calling a woman lying about taking more than she needs illegally. They're calling that hating on you. Somebody else who says, damn, how long you've been on food stamps to pay back 35K? Somebody else who says food stamps is not supposed to be a way of life. Here's somebody else who says it's almost like actions have consequences. So let's see what somebody responded back to this. Food stamps is not supposed to be a way of life. Somebody else who says, how can it be a way of life? It's food stamps, lady. Food should be human right anyhow. You guys, again, we have civilized the world here in the West so much that people think food should just be given to you. They don't understand that these are systems and processes, and there's an economy of exchange of services, right? This whole thing is supposed to work in an orderly fashion, and there are people making it work that way. The rest of the world in other countries, they don't have a lot of these benefits. These people don't live in reality. They actually believe that you're supposed to get food for free. That's how life is. That you don't have to go hunt for your actual food. Nature does not work this way, and the rest of the world does not work this way. Here's another person who says, greed is a deadly sin for a reason. Guys, of course, I'm curious to know what you think. I think this is hilarious overall, and I'm sure we're just seeing the beginning of people getting caught up in exactly this type of fraud. Moving on.